Yeah, I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. My name's Haziq Ali, and we here to help you get it, man. Further, faster, with less effort. We do this 5 days a week. On Saturdays is Ahmed the CPA. Maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't. Last night we did Obsessed with Success. I hope everybody got something out of that. We were talking about the differences between sales and marketing. If you aren't hip to everything we're doing to help you grow your business, what you may want to do is go to wearemillionaireminded.com and start getting busy with us, man. Come on and join the tribe. Every day we're giving you either mindset, skill set, or heart set. You know what I mean? It's designed to help you go further, faster, with less effort. And what we're talking to is entrepreneurs. I hope you can dig it. Our whole play is pushing entrepreneurship forward because we feel like entrepreneurs are the ones that contribute to the quality of life out here. We feel like without entrepreneurs, civilization would grind to a halt. You dig? So we feel like by helping the entrepreneurs, we're helping the planet. And so you're helping an entrepreneur when you share this training with somebody. It's check-in time. Let them know you're in the house. But before we go any further, make sure you go to wearemillionaireminded.com and join the newsletter, baby. Make sure you let them know you in the house. What's up, Ash? Okay, Camille. Let's get it. What's up, Jess? Good morning, millionaires. Make sure you let somebody know we in the house. My man, AC. I didn't even mean to say my homie, AC. Queen AC. Queen Conley's in the house. Okay, Nicole. What's going on, Queen? Let them know we in the house, y'all. Share this thing. It's time to turn up. This could be the best Thursday you ever lived on planet Earth. Think about that. Think about that. Let's get it. Okay. Allie in the house. Hey, I can't believe it, but somebody beat Allie here. Mr. Al Nunu Terry is in the house. Y'all know that was almost LeBron James' stepfather right there. Did y'all know that? Good morning. That means the Facebook group is checking in. Entrepreneurship. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it. My man Shin's in the house. That means Brooklyn up in here. Making sure you share the broadcast, y'all. Let's get it. If you haven't joined the newsletter yet, I want to encourage you. Make sure you go to wearemillionaireminded.com. We got a new one coming out for you today. Something else real special going on this weekend is the Kaizen Academy. We're having another edition of the Kaizen Academy this Saturday. It's all about sales triggers. You know, last week we did this whole thing about irresistible offers, but this week we focused on sales triggers, right? Appreciate the share, Ashley. Appreciate the share. Sales triggers, a collection of the simplest ways in the world to grow a business with the smallest changes. You're even going to get a workbook to run your whole business through. So I hope you're as excited about that as we are. I'm about to call in on the live line and get this thing started. Listen, I'm horrible at a lot of things, but what I know is how to grow your business.
You have something special. You have greatness in you.
That's facts.
This is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Facts.
Hold on.
Facts. I hope everybody heard that. Facts. That's important. You know what I'm about to do? I hope everybody is ready, right? This is a good time for you to be pulling out a pen and pad on somebody. Let's get this party started. Here we go. All right.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted.
Hold up.
Entry and exit tones are off.
Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert, right? Every morning, our whole play is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. In my first year as CMO of our company, we hit the Inc. 5000 list, the fastest growing businesses in America. That's private companies, right? That's companies with employees with health insurance, stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's 7 million of them in America, and we made it into the Inc. 5000. How do we do that? Well, the whole play is I'm trying to show you every single morning. So share this with somebody if you know an entrepreneur who's trying to get a little bit better at their craft. I was talking about it a little bit earlier when we were doing the intro, right? But I really believe entrepreneurs are the cream of planet Earth. I really believe that we're the ones that deserve to live in luxury. I'm talking about if you're getting good at being an entrepreneur, believe it or not, you're getting good at being a human. In my book, I talk about how people are programmed to just basically drift into a horrible life, right? We love money, but we hate sales. Isn't that weird? We want to feel like we deserve, but we hate to serve, right? Literally, the word servant makes some people's skin crawl. Isn't that interesting? When service is like the rent you're paying for life on this planet. Once you get over the idea that it's all about you. Yesterday, we were talking about charisma and all of that, right? Once you get over the idea that it's all about you, everything changes. A lot of the sales triggers that we're going to talk about this weekend are going to hit you real hard. Like I'm warning you, it's going to blow your mind how you like, dang, I never even thought of that. And I see Haziq do that, but I never saw what I was seeing. See, this is the thing. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. The reason that you got to read, the reason that you got to keep on bringing in stimuli is because your brain works off vocabulary. And the more words you have, the more stuff you can see. Isn't that crazy? So today we're talking about this whole idea of jumping into business because a lot of people get it twisted. A lot of people feel like it's so sexy to quit their job. Oh, Haziq, you never had a job. You know what I mean? I want to kind of be, man, listen, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the weak. Never having a job is how I ended up sleeping in my car. You know what I mean? Way before all the multi-million-dollar net worth stuff, I was homeless because of the fact that I ain't have a job. What am I saying? Somebody give me this in the comments. Your job is your number one investor. Your job is your number one investor. I know you out here selling one of a jewelry on Amazon, or maybe you helping small businesses with their IT needs. But there's going to come a time when every entrepreneur has to ask themselves whether their business has what it takes for them to leave their full-time job. Is it time for me to operate my business on a full-time basis? And I'm going to tell you a secret. Most times the answer is no. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's the answer to that question. But why? You know what I mean? And when can I tell if it's my time? A lot of times when you start thinking about it, immediately you start growing your fear. You start feeling like yourself change up a little bit, right? I don't want you to come from fear, but I do want you to think this thing out. I don't want you to come from fear, but I do want you to consider the fact that, listen, this is a heavy responsibility, all that. You ain't got no consistent paycheck no more. Now you're in this place where you only eat what you kill, right? Are you going to have unfulfilled dreams, or are you going to choose security? One time I put it on Facebook, like, what if that $30 an hour job, what if that $70,000 a year job is a bribe they give you to forget your dreams? All that sounds sexy on internet. Like they got mad shares. Everybody was loving it. It sounds hella sexy when you say it like that, right? But let's be honest. You got kids to feed. You got a mortgage to pay, right? So we can't just jump into this thing with emotion. Most people don't realize it, but their emotions are destroying their life. You have to get to a place where you're focused on facts, not feelings. You can't be making your whole life on impulsive decisions, but that's what this society trains you to do. So I'm not here to tell you whether it's time for you to quit or not, but I am here to give you some thoughts, because instead of counting yourself out before the game even starts, let's create a strategic plan of action. Let's examine some of the key topics that maybe you should consider when you start to get that itch to be a full-time entrepreneur. So what I got for you, y'all, is 5 questions that you should ask yourself and be willing to solve before you jump into the trenches as a full-time entrepreneur. If you're ready for number 1, give me a number 1 and a share. If you're ready for number 1, give me a number 1 and a share. Somebody feel me out there. Somebody feel me out there. Oh, it sounds sexy, but woo! Don't get hoodwinked out this joint. Don't mess around and get bamboozled. Don't let them trick you out your number 1. Somebody give me that in the comments. Your job is your number 1 investor. Somebody give me that in the comments. Your job is your number 1 investor. Your job is your number 1 investor. That's right, man. That's right. Your job is your number 1 investor. And then give me a share. Your job is your number 1 investor. And then give me a share. Y'all ready? I'm just trying to make sure we in the house. I'm just trying to make sure we in the house. Your job is your number 1 investor. You hear me, Vita? Your job is your number 1 investor. I used to talk real down on jobs, but I realized I was being very unempathetic. You see what I mean? The better you become as an entrepreneur, the better a human being you become. You're never going to hit the heights you can hit if you have no empathy, if you have no ability to see it from the other person's point of view, if you can't see yourself through your customer's eyes. Check this out. I used to really say some offensive things about jobs. But your job is your number 1 investor. So before I start getting in all of this, I just want to make sure I'm clear about that. Y'all ready? Your job, right, Cassandra, is your number 1 investor. Right, Felicia? Yeah, so I just want to start right there before I start getting into all of this other stuff that maybe, All right, so here's the first question I want you to ask yourself before you leave your number 1 investor. I want you to ask yourself this. Check it out. Do you have repeat customers? Do you have repeat customers? Man, listen. One of the main things that wifey gives me credit for is the fact that she has discovered the power of residual income. But she ain't the only one. I have testimony after testimony after testimony about how this person went from, $2,000 a month to a couple $100,000 a month, or this person right here was struggling, living hand to mouth, and now they have the time freedom and the money freedom, not to do everything they want, but damn it, they can focus on their purpose. I'm gonna tell you something. If you ain't got repeat customers, you should not be thinking about quitting your job. If you have a bunch of charity clients, you know how, most people put out their book and now their garage is full of books. Did y'all know that? I come from the music business. Most people would print up their CDs and stuff, and then they all sitting in the garage after they sell a few to their charity customers. Listen, don't be quitting your job because you got people around you that's pumping you up like, oh yeah, you're the best. Oh yeah, I love this. No, what you need to be asking yourself is, do you have repeat customers? Because initially, after you go full time, you're going to have to rely on these repeat customers to fuel everything. Repeat customers are what help you maintain the vitality, right? The vim and the vigor of your business from year to year. Not these one-time users, yo. Not these people that's just trying you out and then they on to the next thing. That don't work in relationships, right, ladies? You don't want nobody that's just trying it out. They want to see how... Horrible analogy. Horrible. I don't even know where I was going with that. That's the problem with not writing these things out completely. Your mind just does stupid stuff. But what I'm saying is, man, back on track, you don't need no one-time customers. What you need is repeat, right? You need repeat business. Is your product... Listen, you better stop playing with the real ones like there ain't a drought on loyalty out here. You better stop playing with the real ones like there ain't a drought on loyalty. You hear what I'm saying to you? If you don't have repeat customers, if you don't have if you have not built the type of value that is helping you to create loyalty, which means you're giving loyalty, you hear me? This ain't the time. This ain't the time, champ. This ain't the time. Check this out. Is your product or service on the tip of people's mouths? Will they want to, and are they able to utilize your business again and again? Have you built something into your system, or have you joined a system where you have a value ladder? I was talking to my man Eddie yesterday, and I was like, what makes us different from a lot of these other companies out here is that we ain't trying to keep you on our little personal credit service the rest of your life. We're not trying to put you in a credit service and then take you to a course and then you're gone. We have a whole value ladder for you. So this is my company. I ain't saying this is your company. This is my company, though. We go from personal credit to business credit to funding and lending. So now you got something to do with all that personal and business credit, right? They can get some capital to grow this thing, because most people go out of business not because they don't have enough customers. I'm talking about when you talk about real business, you get a couple years in. Most of them just can't handle the capacity. That's why you need more funding so you can expand, so you can scale, so you have the ability to have 2 company cars, so you have the ability to have a marketing budget, multiple locations. So after we move you from personal credit up to business credit, and then we take you into funding and lending, but now you got products and services to offer, baby. So what we got at the top? Consumer financing, aka no money down programs. Everybody needs, so it's a whole value ladder we offer. So we ain't got to worry about playing all these manipulative games to keep you on one level the rest of your life. That's not what we're here to do. You only grow or you die. You hear what I'm saying? But if you don't have upsells built into that thing, 2 things. 1, you need to join the Kaizen Academy. So you can get this revenue acceleration cycle built into your DNA. And then 2, you need to stay at your job, baby. You need to stay at your job. Here's what you need to do. Review your past sales from these past customers and see how many repeat customers you have from month to month. If you don't have repeat customers and they're not coming often enough, then work to assess the scale of your business. Can you acquire the interest of a new group of customers or a subgroup of customers? Can your business increase its exposure on social media sites like Instagram, like LinkedIn, like Facebook? Can you create more buzz about your products to drive attention to the business, to increase your customer size before you transition to you? Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2. If that makes sense, give me a, that makes a lot of sense. And then Styles, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. You know what I'm saying, Shiz? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is that making sense to somebody out there? Here's the second one I got for you. Here's the second one I got for you. Here's the second one I got for you. Check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Do you have a focus before your transition? Do you have a focus? Because a lot of people think that, oh, if I had more free time, I'd be going hard out here. But have you ever heard the expression, if you want something done, give it to a busy person? I'm not a big fan of a lot of Isaac Newton's physics when you apply it to life, but here's one thing I love that he pointed out. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So if you have more time to work on your business, would that automatically equate to you selling more of your product? Not necessarily. It's about your inertia level, right? Are you an object at rest or are you an object in motion? Transitioning to full-time status with your business usually don't mean you're going to make $1 million within the next 6 to 9 months. What it should mean, though, is that you took the time to think of $1 million idea. You took the time to think before you became a full-time business owner to assess what impact it would have had on your business. It means you took the time to think. It ain't enough to be able to work on your business more. What does more even mean? Check it out. This 90-day planner has a lot of powerful stuff in there. Y'all heard about this? Our 90-day massive action plan, right? The millionaire's action planner, right? Or your massive action planner. Here's one of the coldest parts in this whole thing. This time audit. This time audit, where you get to see what you're really doing between 1 and 1:30. What are you really doing between 1:30 and 2? What are you really doing between 2 and 2:30? Don't just start off working aimlessly on a bunch of nonsense. You couldn't be wronger. I know that ain't a real word. If you think that having more time automatically means more productivity, you can't just start working aimlessly on everything. As a matter of fact, what most people do wrong is they think they're working on their business when really they're working in their business. So what's your focus? Is it doing more research? Is it doing heavier marketing? Is it offering a better quality product, right? And you couldn't because you were juggling between 2 jobs? Use your time wisely. Use your time wisely. Even if you don't want to buy our 90-day planner, which I highly suggest, we're sending out a bunch more of them today, you can write it out on a sheet of paper. If you can't afford it right now, then you shouldn't be caught. But secondly, what I'm saying is, if you ain't got time to do it right, you ain't got time to do it twice. And time is one of these things that we want more of. We want the most of it, but we use it the worst. I don't know what you're thinking, but you're not going to remember these Netflix episodes and these Hulu shows and these movies you binge watch on your deathbed. You're not even going to remember them shows next year. You're not even, right now, you could rewatch one of your favorite series or something, and you're not going to remember none of this stuff. It's going to be like a brand new series to you. It's mindless drivel that is draining your life force out. Get out here and live. And I know, we ain't always got to get out there because it's COVID out there. It's the Mu Delta Lambda variant. You know what I mean? It sounds like they should have a step show, right? It's like, when is COVID virus going to get its own theme song and come down the street twirling its cane? This is ridiculous. So even if you're talking about working from home, what I'm saying is, what are you going to take this extra focus and put it on? If you're ready for number 3, give me a number 3 and a share. Give me a number 3 and a share. So far we said you got to make sure you have repeat customers. And we said you got to make sure you have a focus. What is your focus? What you going to do with time? What you going to do with this extra time? Here's number 3. Here's number 3, y'all. Here's number 3. Do you truly have the passion to develop this side hustle into a full-time business? Do you truly have the passion for it? Do you love talking about it where you could talk about it for hours? I mean, you literally, people come, oh, here she come again. Here she come again. Because if you're not obsessed with success, I hate to break it to you, but you're really just wasting time. Do you really have passion for what it is you're doing? Or are you just chasing money? Think about this, y'all. Sharing cool content about your product or service on social media is necessary. But I got to be real with you. The offline stuff is where you're really going to make a difference. It's the offline talks that you have with potential clients about the urgency they need to have when they're obtaining your product or when they're about to procure your service. This needs to be a constant additive to your daily lifestyle. Are you talking about your business on a daily basis? On your way to work, are you calling people? During your lunch break, are you reaching out? During your way back home, are you calling out? Because ain't no kids in the car all the time. You get a little time to yourself. But are you looking at that time as time to yourself that now you should waste it? Or is that time to yourself that you should invest into building a different life? Your whole freaking life can be 10x 365 days from now if you start now. I hate to keep bringing this up, but we're getting into the fourth quarter. You better stop playing. The fourth quarter, these last 3 months of the year can change everything for you. That's why we call it a 90-day map, because our whole goal is to break your year up into these 4 pieces that make it more bite-sized and make it more realistic. We want you to pretend 90 days is your whole year. We want you to compress time. We want you to do in a week what normally would have took you a month. We want you to do in a month what normally would have took you 90 days. We want you to do in 90 days what normally would have took you a year, but you're not going to be able to do that without passion. Am I making sense? If you can't sell yourself day in and day out to people outside of your friends or your circle, you're not going to be able to sell your brand. Give me a number 4 and a share if you're ready for the next one. I got 2 more for you. Now, this is a big one. I started talking about this morning. Yeah, Queen. And it's talking to them about your business. But let's be honest. When you're thinking like an entrepreneur, it's really talking to them about their problems, ain't it, Dennis? Because even if I don't have a solution for you, maybe I have a buddy who has a solution for you. And now, due to the law of reciprocity, I got one more buddy feeding me clients that I have a solution for. But for me to be valuable, I got to know what problem I'm solving. And then once I'm valuable, I become powerful. Isn't that interesting? Here's question number 4. Will sales from my side hustle be able to equip me with paying for my expenses? So I talked about this a little bit earlier, right? But this is an important question. Because what you need for freedom is more residual income than you have residual bills. Have you even done the math? Do you even know how much your bills are on a monthly basis? Do you know what it takes to make you financially free? And then are you adding in the things that would make your lifestyle the level you want it? Like, I love the idea of having a private chef, right? I mean, there's a level beneath that where you're just getting meal prep. So you don't find yourself snacking on stuff that's going to go straight to your midsection, or snacking on stuff that's going to go straight to your hypertension or your diabetes, right? So what does that cost? Or maybe you love the idea of having a maid or a nanny. What does that cost, right? How much would it cost for you to be able to afford the lifestyle you deserve? There's a number attached, baby. But your brain has never failed to solve a problem that you clearly define. Can somebody give me that in the comments? Your mind has never failed to solve a problem you clearly define. I'm talking about clearly. You wanted to learn to tie your shoes, you did it. You wanted to learn how to drive a car, you did it. Somebody give me that in the comments and give me a share, man, if you understand what I'm saying. Only if you understand what I'm saying. Your mind has never failed to solve a problem you clearly define. You said you wanted a new job, you got it. You said you wanted that car, you got it. So now the problem that you need to clearly define is, will this side hustle give me enough income to pay for my expenses? Because check it out. If your product or service is too unique, my girl got wig hair all flying in the air. You know what I mean? I love that y'all could just put on a wig and become a whole new person. You know what I mean? Anyway, is your product or service too unique or so unique that a substantial amount of people can't even benefit from it, right? Your hustle might be unable to handle the terrain of your lifestyle. Your hustle might not even be substantial enough to deserve a launch. Your hustle might not even be able to handle your electric bill. So I don't care how much that boss is getting on your nerves and annoying you. You better chill out. You better chill out before you calculate how much money you're going to need to handle your living experience. And this is another thing. You can't forget about stuff like health insurance, right? Life insurance, disability insurance. You need some kind of 501k. some kind of self-directed IRA, right? How much do you need, millionaire? Here's the last one I got for you. It's time for us to get to our affirmations. Don't forget the Kaizen Academy is tonight. I'm sorry. The Kaizen Academy is Saturday night. Oh, while I'm here, let me put this in the comments too. For everybody who wants to buy the 90-day planner. Here's how you order the 90-day planner, y'all. All right, I don't know. Hold up. Go to wearemillionaireminded.com or join our text message system. You see that thing scrolling at the bottom? Text @millmind to 81010, and I'll send out the link so that you can get a 90-day planner if you want one. Here's question number 5. Are you a doer? Because once you head into full-time entrepreneur mode, ain't no human resources department, y'all. Ain't no supervisor doing performance reviews. Your calendar becomes your boss. You still gonna have a boss, y'all, but now your boss is your calendar. You hear what I'm saying to you? If you don't have a calendar, you need to get one. Because even while you got a job, this is your boss. That's why we put all this stuff in here like pay yourself first. Oh, you paying where y'all be getting shoes? Bakers, Foot Locker. You paying them. What else you paying? You paying Red Lobster. You know they're good, and you take him to Red Lobster, right? But are you paying yourself? You know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm saying to you is that, are you a doer? Because ain't nobody holding nothing over your head with team meetings, right? You ain't got no way to remedy your business issues. Ain't no team there to help you with that. It's all on you, baby. You're going to have to perform the work. You're going to have to follow up with clients. Are you a doer? You're going to have to discover new customers. You're going to have to promote your business. Are you a doer? You're going to have to research and attend all this additional training, right? Do you even like training? Do you even like learning stuff? Or are you going to mess around and next year be at the same level as this year, which means you're actually going down because the price of everything goes up? There's something called inflation. And the more this free money they give out, the less buying power your dollar has. So ain't no maintain. You can only grow or die. Are you growing? Are you growing your business? Are you expanding your mind to match your goals before your goals start to shrink to match your mind? Am I making sense, y'all? Are you seeking out the key people that can help you grow this thing? Because for the business to thrive, y'all, you're going to have to be willing to do, and you're going to have to be willing to do it with elegance and an efficiency that maybe you're not even putting into your job. Maybe you like, nah, if I had the right job, then I would be the right person. That ain't how it works. How it works is you become the right person, and then the right job comes to you. You become the right person, and then the right clients come to you. You become the right person, and then the right bank account, the right relationships, they come to you. Are you a doer? All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Yeah, Demeter, better late than never. Yeah. Yeah, yours is already in the mail, Allie. I sent a bunch out a couple of days ago. Yours was in there. But there's a bunch more going out today. So make sure you order, if you haven't, your 90-day planner. That's what Allie's talking about. All right, it's affirmation time, y'all. Make sure you join the email list. Make sure you join the text message system. Come on and get in the tribe, y'all. It's affirmation time. By my clock, it's 8 o'clock on the dot. If you want to take another 15 minutes and invest in yourself, come on. If your phone line tries to charge you to join, then just text call me to the number. Text call me to that same exact number, and it's going to call you back. I love y'all. Let's get it. I am so happy and grateful